Okay. Hope all of our Power BI file open. So today we're just going to continue from where we stopped in the previous class. I think the last thing we did in the previous class was append, where we joined two tables together, the sales table 2022 and the sales table 2023. So today we'll just continue with merge. And last class I explained append is for joining tables by rows. So when you're joining tables of the same format, I used the sample last class when I said if we're asked to get a data outside, if you're asked to get a data outside for total, let's say age of respondents, name, phone numbers, and age, and we'll put it in our own respective files. When we are collecting the data, we append it because they have the same data headings and they are used for the same purpose. So we just put them under each other. So that's what we did for sales data 2022 and 2023 from data sets that we have. So let everybody go to transform data. Transform data is when you clean your data. I explained last class. So under Home tab on the ribbon, I hope you can all see my screen. Under the Home tab, please let me know if you are following. Let me see Jumoke, Titi, Idris, Tosin.
Yes,
Let me know if you are following.
yes,
Okay.
I am.
So please, thank you.
Sorry,
So please go to good evening.
yeah, sorry. I'm just joining the class, and please, I would surely follow because I'm actually using my phone presently. My laptop is down, so I won't be able
Okay,
to
no
do
problem.
the practical. So I'm using my phone presently.
All
Thank
right,
you.
no problem. All right. So the rest of us, let's go to transform data under the Home tab. That's where we have the Power Query, and that's when we clean our file. So I'll just do like a recap of the last class that we had. We can see, I was talking about append. We can see the 2023 data. So I'm just explaining here, so you don't have to do the same thing I'm doing for those that would like to follow. You can see the 2023 data and the pre-2022 data that is italicized because we have disabled load. And these two data, we appended both of them to become the sales data. So these two are joined together to become sales data. So instead of having two separate data sets for different years, we have one combined data for the 2 years. I hope you understand that. So today we're going to continue with merging. So under the Home tab, I was explaining the different functions or how we use the different features on this ribbon under the Home tab. So we are currently on merge queries. So for merging, it's the opposite of append. Append is when we are joining by rows, while merge is when we are joining by columns. So let's say, let me see what, as we're collecting the data, let me see what done. The name, the phone number, and the age of the people on the field. Let's say the market women on the field, or the market women in Dubai. And city worked on the address, the name, and the address of the market women. So the only thing they have in common, the only thing those two data sets have in common is the name. So I want to add the address. Obviously, we'll add the address from Titi's data to Yemi's data. I don't know if we're getting it. Please let me know if you understand. Please, I need feedback if you understand so I can continue. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello, Tosin, we can hear you.
Okay, please, I need you guys to let me know if you can hear me, so like you don't draw me back if you don't understand anything.
I can hear you here. Or think you're not sharing your screen anymore.
Yeah, I stopped sharing on to. I stopped sharing on to use the whiteboard.
I can hear you.
Okay, so as I was explaining, if if UMC is asked to get data, okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just give me a minute. Okay. So I want to use Microsoft Whiteboard to explain what I'm saying. It's not coming up here. So obviously the data from city will be joined with CMC data. So while CMC has the name, the date, the age, and city has the name and address, the address will be brought in from city's data to CMC data. You get to have like 4 columns. So now today we're going to merge. Today we're going to merge data from product and sales data just to check it. We'll do it when we're done. So for everyone that has their Power BI open and you're already on the transformation page, please select sales data under queries. Under this query, select sales data. Please, you can unmute your mic and let me know if you're following or if anybody has done it. So I don't like the class is not too slow. Have you all selected sales data?
Yes, from the Power Query, right? From last week.
Yes, from last week. We're using the same data, the same Power BI file. Are we there yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, good
So
evening.
on that sales
Can't hear
data,
anybody. Okay.
come again. Can you come again? I didn't hear you.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear anything
Hello.
for a while, about 5 minutes. I can hear you now.
Okay, so under sales data, go to merge queries under home. When you select, you go to the far right, you see merge queries. Click that drop down. So I'll come again. When you select sales data, under the home tab, you go to the far right corner, you see merge queries, and you select the drop down. You select merge queries, not merge queries as new. We're not creating a new data set. We are just adding from products to sales data.
Okay.
So select merge queries. Are we done?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So now I want to bring in product name from products. So we can already see sales data. There's a merge option that'll come up. We can see sales data. We can see like a preview of the data. You can see a preview of
Yes.
the data. There's another empty drop down there, just below that preview. Select
Yes.
it and select products. Now we can see a preview of the product data. Are we there?
There's no product here. It's just that drop down under it is showing 2023, pre-2022 and sales data current.
Last class, we brought in product data and customers data. I thought you watched the video
Okay.
also.
Yeah, I didn't finish the last part. Okay, maybe somebody else can do that.
Okay. You can just quickly bring it in. The same way you brought in sales data, bring in product data and customer data. Do you still know how to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anybody else that is where I am?
Sorry,
Is there
I
any
just
other
joined the class like
person
5 minutes ago. So, hello, can you hear me, please?
here? Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello? All right,
Hello, we can
please.
hear you.
I just joined the class, so I opened the last file that we did, the last class.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe it's still what we're working on, right? Hello? Hello, can anybody hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. Please, I wanted to confirm. Uh, we are working with our old data, right? The data we worked with
Yes,
in
yes,
last class. Okay,
yes.
so I try opening mine now, and I'm not even seeing the things we worked on. So are we still going to get to the that more to bring them in again, like we did
No, no,
in
no. I think
circles?
we the one we did you save it the last class?
Yes, I did. I did save it.
And once you open it, you will
So the one I
see
saved is
at your right hand you will
you
see
can
all the
see.
data we save, customer data, products and sales data. Everything is there.
Okay, so I'm clicking on them now, but they are not coming up. I don't know. Am I doing it wrong?
I think when you
I'm
click
actually
on there's
seeing.
an arrow beside There's an arrow beside it, like the customer data now. When you click on the
Yes.
arrow, then you have to click on what's it called? You have to click on everything so that it will come up. I guess
Okay.
so.
Okay. Okay, for the three, right? All right. So which one are we working on? Is it the sales data or the customer data or the three?
I think she said we'll merge it. We'll merge the three or something, but I'm yet to understand that set.
Okay, okay. I'm trying to do that now. So once I've actually clicked all the items under the customer data. So okay, I think I'm seeing them there. But it's not yet opening like it opened the last time. Okay. So hmm. She's not back yet, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Joyce, please, can you share your screen? Let me see. I need to understand what I'm doing, whether I'm doing the wrong things. Please.
Okay, please hold on. I'm actually using my phone. My laptop is dead, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't hear anything. Am I the only one, please?
Don't I don't think you're not the
I
only
can hear
one.
you.
Everybody is not hearing from Tosin.
I,
Like I
I
can hear
cannot hear
you.
anything,
Okay,
sir.
So probably she's
okay,
having.
okay, thank you. Okay, so while we are waiting for Tosin, please, I don't know, please, can I share my screen? I don't know. Do you know how we brought in the
Hi, good evening.
products
Can you
and
guys
this
hear me
thing?
now?
Oh,
Can you guys hear me now?
yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we can, but we
Okay,
can't
so I
hear
said Tosi
Tosin.
said, yeah, Tosi is not online. She said our network is bad this for 20, so she'll be joining us back shortly. She's trying to restart her system. So I
Okay,
was
while we
talking
wait
to
All
for
right.
Emmanuel
Tosin,
earlier.
please, can I share my screen? I need help.
Okay, with the
Should
stock
I share
right?
my
So
screen, please?
please, before
With
you
the
do
stock
that,
right?
sorry, before you do that, I wanted to confirm something. Like Wakila, please, are we going to like import those things again, like fresh? Or I believe because the one I did last, I saved it. So I was thinking that once I open it, to just come up with the table, but it's not coming on. It's showing me a lot of things. But maybe when Yemisi shares our screen, we'll be able to understand. Please, Yemisi, go ahead.
All right.
Sorry,
Okay,
guys.
Tosi is back.
Yeah, sorry, the network is bad over here. Emmanuel, you're saying something the last time. Is Emmanuel still here?
Okay, I was saying that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
So
you.
I was saying that like I saved the last work we did. So I
Yeah.
opened it and it's not opening the tables as we did it the last time. Exactly what is showing me now on the so I
Emmanuel,
was
can you
asking
see
that
my
are we still
screen?
going to go and import? Yes, yes, I can.
Did you
Yeah,
say?
let me see.
Did you say what you did?
I saved it.
Hello.
I'm very sure I saved it.
Yeah. Okay,
So
stop
I
sharing. Share your screen. Let me see.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to ask. I don't know if can you see my screen? Can anybody see my screen?
No.
I saw it before. It has gone again.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask because when I tried bringing in that product data and customer data, I was seeing something else. So while you were away, I was trying to ask the class to just quickly put me through before you came in.
Share your screen.
So I'm going to this get data and text and XV, but I can't see. I don't know if they want to click here.
Use text. Is that CSV there?
CSV. Yes, I've clicked on CSV. Can you see my screen?
I can't see it.
Who can see my screen? I can see the red line. Stop sharing. Who can see my screen,
Actually,
It's
please?
loading.
I can't see your
It's
screen.
loading on my head.
Okay. You're
I
not
think.
bringing in
Can you see
sales
my
now.
screen?
Yes.
Yes, I go to this place and I press this text CSV, right?
Go back. Yeah, but you're not bringing in sales now. This is sales data. Go back. Click go back to your file. There are 3 folders. Go back to the second folder.
Is it from get data?
No, don't go back to get data. You're on a different folder. You're on a folder for sales data. Go to the folder for product data. You know how to go to the folder, right?
I can't remember. I don't know.
You don't when you're looking for a document to send to someone, how do you navigate?
Is it for my file?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, this one. It asks us to click on this product data, the second one, right?
Take the first one. Did you
Okay,
choose
the one.
CSV? Did you choose text or CSV? It depends on what you selected on your get data.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't go through get data.
What did you go through?
I just went through my file because I went through get data, but I thought you said I shouldn't go through get data.
You have to go through get data to import now.
That was what I did before, but I thought you said no. Okay, so when I go to get data, do I click the text CSV or which one do I click on?
Yeah, click text CSV. That's the type of file we're working on. So if you're working with an Excel file, you click Excel workbook. If you're working with an HTML file, you click HTML.
Oh, okay. So I've seen sales data now.
So you're not using sales data.
Sorry, customer data.
Product data.
Okay, product.
You're already there now. Why do you leave again?
You
Product.
sir? There's nothing happening when I clicked on open.
And select products.
Oh, okay. Transform data. Okay, I'll do the same thing for.
Load.
It's in now. Yeah. Okay. So I'll do the same thing for customer. Then go and merge it the way you told us to do, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Please, I'm CEO.
Share your screen, please.
I'm CEO. I need
Please share your
assistance.
screen. Please share your screen.
Okay. Can you see my screen now? Can anyone see my screen?
Yes. So you have the 3 now. What's the issue?
Like I'm clicking it, but it's not coming on the table. That's what I'm saying. Or I don't need to click it.
You
Like the
select
table is
the
not
apply
showing in this
changes first.
space.
Select the apply changes first. Did you go back to watch the recording? And you've also moved
Yeah,
your customer data. You've also moved your customer data because it's not refreshing.
exactly. I've actually
Did you
tried
tamper
applying
with
it,
the
but it's not.
source? Did you tamper with the
Sorry,
source? Did you tamper with the source
not at
location where it was saved before?
no, not at all. I just opened my file now.
Close. Okay, close. Just click close. So I was saying when you want to work on the first of all, if you select, if you want to see the table, you go to the left side
Yeah,
of the screen. There's a table icon there. I explained that yesterday when I was
yeah,
doing the interface. Yes,
yeah.
you will
This
see
is
the
it.
table. That's
Yeah,
how you see the table. But if you want to make transformations, if you want to clean your data and edit anything on the table, like append or merge or add columns, you go to transform. Transform is that home tab.
yeah.
Can you go to the home tab
I don't
and
know
click transform
what
data?
this is saying a data source, or do I just ignore it? Could not find part of the path.
Because you changed your data source. Because you changed your data source, go to new source and bring it in again. You probably moved the file somewhere. Go
I
to new
didn't do.
source and bring it in again.
I
Yes,
was
go
only
to new
practicing
source
it.
and bring it in again. Go to new source.
All right.
Tosin,
That's the
sorry
3,
to
right?
drag you back. Let me just watch. The customer, when you try to bring the customer in, is giving you southwest east. Do you select it one after the other, or it's not supposed to be like that?
You can do that and append, or you can bring it in as folder. I
Hello?
explained how to do folder yesterday. So I think anytime we finish a class, you guys can always go back to watch it. Because that was the
Is it
last
the
thing I did
folder for the
last
customer I
class.
should move, right?
Okay.
So hold on. So let me see can see this. Please cancel that one first. Please cancel so
Okay.
Yemisi can also see it. So Yemisi just follow him as it is. Can you cancel that part? Emmanuel. Can you close the pop-up?
Okay. So where do I go now? The new source again, right?
Yeah, go to new source.
All right. This is it, right?
New source. I don't say you should select anything now. Go to new source.
Okay. This is new source.
There's no new source. I'm not
This
seeing
is
new
it.
source. I'm seeing your folder. I'm seeing your folder. I'm seeing open. Okay. So go to more. So let me see for you. Let me see you select
This is
folder.
more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. You select
Okay.
folder and connect. But for Emmanuel, since you are bringing in 2023, you select CSV, text or CSV.
Okay. I'll select folder. Okay.
Emmanuel, please select that CSV, text or CSV. MC select folder.
So it's 2023 I should bring in, right?
Yes. So MC, when you select folder, you see browse. Select browse and go to where the customer data is, and just select that customer data folder.
I can't see folder here for my get data.
Since you
No,
see
you go
what
to new
manual
source.
does
You
is
say the
go to new source, go to more, or go to get data, go to more. You see folder on the right side.
So-
No, no, have you brought in
Okay, okay, I've
your?
seen
so
it.
am I bringing in the 3 new data? Which
Is it
one am
not
I
sales
bringing
you are
in? Is it
bringing
all the
in?
3
What
or
you
just
have
sales data?
sales data. What is showing error is your sales 2023 or 2022. Which one of them? 2023. So it's just sales data 2023 are bringing in.
Yes.
Have you selected it?
Yeah, I brought it in already. Yes, yes, I have. It's open already.
Okay, so like check those
Can you see my
steps you did
screen?
on. Yes, I can see your screen. It has gone off. Yeah, see, where are you?
Yes, I've brought in the 3 now, so I can do the merge
Oh,
that you said we should do, right?
No, you don't need to merge. When you bring in the 3, it's supposed to show combine. MC, I'll just show you once more.
All right, thank you.
so
I need to
am
see
I
my
deleting
screen.
anything here?
Sorry, Mano, please
Yes,
hold
you can
on.
see your
Okay, can
screen,
I see
Tosin.
it? So from get data, this should be on transformation for since we're already here. Get data small, then you select the folder, you click connect. Are you following me?
Your screen
Then
is
you
still
can
blank. Oh.
can anyone
It's
else see
loading. It
my
should be loading. I can see your screen actually.
can you see it now? Let me see.
No, I cannot.
Can you share
But
your
since
own
I can
screen?
hear you, can just
Can you
okay, I'll
share your
share
own
my screen.
screen?
All right, I'll do that. Can you see my screen?
It's loading. Going to transform.
Transform data, yes. I'm there.
I can only see. Are you sharing your whole screen? You're sharing just a part of your screen.
I'm just sharing
So let's
the screen.
transform data now.
You said I've selected transform data. I can see transform data sort setting.
Select transform data.
Oh, okay, okay. I've done that.
I'm still just seeing the previous page. Okay. Select that customer data. Let me see what you have.
I've done that.
Select customer data.
I've done that.
I can still see you on 2023. I don't know if it's a network. Okay, so when you selected it, you should have selected combine. So
This
next
one,
time
combine file.
there was a set after that settings. Yeah, select combine.
Under
But
append this
normally,
query, right? Append
yes,
queries.
yes, yes.
Okay, I've done that. I can click OK, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Normally, when you're bringing in your data, it will show that option. So just click combine straight instead of clicking OK. So delete that first column.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Which column did you say I should delete?
The first column.
This one, source name.
Yes, please. You know how to delete it, right? Click on it.
Yes, remove, right? Or remove a column. Which one should I click on?
Remove column. Remove.
Just remove. Okay. I've done that.
Okay.
Is that all? Can I stop sharing now?
Yeah, that's all. Emmanuel, so we don't waste time. You guys can just go back to the previous.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, just go back to the previous class and watch the video again. So for Emmanuel, you have to reappend since you brought in a new data set. You have to reappend your data or change data source. I think we should try that change data source. Let me just show you. Because if you start to do the same, I'm not sure you're going to get. Emmanuel, so please just watch out what I'm doing. So assuming this, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Emmanuel, can you see my screen?
Yes, very well.
Okay, so you have error for 2023, and
Although
the
it's
issue is
lagging, but I can see the screen.
okay. You have an error for 2023, and the issue is the data source
Yes,
is
yes.
not where it was before. The issue is the data source is not where it was before. So you can just change the data source setting. Under home, you see data source setting. Then you go to 2023 sales. If you're unable to get this, just watch the video so you can get it. So when you go to, I'll come again. When you go to 2023, under home, you see data source settings. You select it and you
Sorry, is it the
see,
one that has that error that I should click?
yes, that's what they're trying to repair. You can watch the video later so we don't waste our time. So from there, you go to the 2023 sales, the data you're trying to, the source you're trying to change, and you click change source. From here now, it's asking for the file path. So you can change the file path to where the data source is. So you select it and look for where your sales data is. And select the sales 2023 and just click OK. That's all. So it should work that way. So let's just continue with our class. So we don't waste time. We'll just continue with the class, and if there's anything you don't understand, you can just always go back to the video. I recommend always going back to the video so we don't lag behind for the next class because we have a lot of things to catch up on. So I was talking about merging queries. So we are bringing in product name from products to sales data. So once again, select your sales data, go to merge queries under the home tab, select merge queries. Here we can see the sales data and the preview. Under it, there's an empty box for the data I want to bring in, the table I want to bring in from. So select the drop down and select product table. So now, what are the identifiers, or what are the unique identifiers in each table that are the same? Obviously, we have product ID here. We have product ID here, and we have product ID on the product table. That's what we use. It's like doing VLOOKUP. When you're doing VLOOKUP, what's the unique key you can use to identify what you want to bring in? So for here, it's product ID. So under sales data, you select product ID, make sure it's highlighted. Under products, you select product ID also, make sure it is highlighted. So I want to quickly explain this fuzzy matching. I hope you're all here now. Hear me say and
Yes,
Emmanuel.
yes.
So I want to explain this fuzzy matching. So there are sometimes, let's say if we're not working with product ID, let's say we're working with product name. There are sometimes where, let's say Titi's data will have capital letters all through. IMC's data will have small letters all through for the name of the person. Let's say the name of the market women. Or there are some people they'll use sentence case, or some people they'll capitalize each word. obviously when you're working with names, you should capitalize each word. But there are some people, let's say you're rushing to impute the data. So some people just use small letters all through. If you select this fuzzy matching, it would find a way to know how like it will find a way to know which one is which, like irrespective of capital letters or small letters, you should see it as the same. Because normally Power BI is case sensitive. Like if you are using capital letter, you must use capital letter if you're trying to identify, right? If you have small letter in your text, you must use small letter if you're trying to identify. But with this fuzzy matching, we select it, then you're saying, oh, irrespective of capital letter or small letter, just match it together and bring in what I want. You get. So, but since we already know that the product IDs for both of them are the same, we don't need to select it. So we click OK. So click OK. Have you clicked OK?
Yes.
Hello. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So when you click OK, there's one icon beside that product. You can see the product table beside it. This is so it's showing product and showing table. That means it's still a table form. And you can see one icon that is showing like a diverge sign beside it. This icon here on towards the right side of the product name of that heading. Can you see it? When you select it, you see a drop down for all the columns that are in that product table. You can see product ID, category, subcategory, and product name. So this is where you select what you want to bring in. So it's like doing VLOOKUP. What are you trying to look up? This is where you select what you want to bring in. So you unselect all the columns and select what you want to bring. So now we're trying to bring in the product name. So select product name. Have you selected product name?
Yes. I've done that. I've done that.
Okay. So for this, use original column name as prefix. It's saying besides, like in front of this product name, it's going to be products underscore name. But we don't want that. We just want it to show product name. So you unselect this and click OK. So now we can see the product names. Now we can see the product names. Have you gotten this? Just let me know. When you select product, just click OK. Unselect that last one and just click OK. You see your product names in your sales data. So this is like doing VLOOKUP on query.
Sorry, Tosin.
Yeah.
So I just quickly put on my laptop just to do what actually I'm on 18% presently. Okay, so what I'm saying here, actually I got what you just explained, and I'm saying the product name, everything. But after you ask us to merge together, it gives me another query or something. Merge one. So it's changed name from Salesforce. It's just gave me another one, merge one. So it's brought everything I did there down to the merge one. But I'm not seeing that actually from your hand.
That that merge one, is it on applied steps?
You said?
That merge one you're seeing.
Okay.
Okay, will you share your screen? Is it on under applied steps or where is the merge one?
Is it's
Oh, do you mean a new table?
yeah, a new table. Yeah, a new table.
Okay. So can you still see my screen? What you should have selected was merge queries, not merge queries as new.
Okay, that's I actually selected match query as new.
Okay,
So
so since we're using the same data, you
I think
just use merge queries. We're not creating a new data set. Do you get?
okay. I think I know what to do now. I know what to do.
So you
Thank
can
you.
just delete that one. Yeah, and just do it on sales data.
I'm doing the right one now.
All
I've
right.
done. Thank you.
Wilson, please, I have a question.
Okay.
Right now, just like you've explained now that this is look just like on Excel, this is like using a VLOOKUP. So under
Yeah.
sales data, we are trying to look for the product ID and the product name
But
without going
we
through
are
the
trying to
data,
look
right?
no, we are trying to look for the product name using the product ID.
Using
There's
product
product
ID
ID
without
there. We're looking
okay,
for
so without
product
going
name
through
using product ID.
okay, I
Yeah.
get without going through the data, we want to use just like in Excel, want to use the product ID as the like what we're looking up to for, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Okay. So now that we have that, I'll explain changing like using uppercase or sentence case. So for this product name, when you right click or if you go to, let me explain with transform. The transform. Okay. When you select this product name, please go to transform tab beside home. Select the transform. Then you can see text column. You see formats. When you see formats, there's a drop down there. You can see lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, trim, clean, add prefix, add suffix. So I'll come again. When you select that product name, you go to transform beside your home tab. When you select transform, in the middle, you see format. Under format, you select format, you see lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, and so on and so forth. So this is just to change the format of the text or the sentence. It's the same thing you can do if you just right click. Right click is like a very good shortcut for most of the things on the ribbon. So when you right click, you can see transform. So if you right click on the product name, you scroll down to transform. On transform, you can select lowercase. Everything will be in lowercase. Can you see? If I select it again and I right click, I go to transform and I select uppercase, everything will be in uppercase. If I right click, if I transform, I can select capitalize each word. Everything will be in like all each word will be capitalized. Do you understand? Same thing with sentence case. So that's just like another thing you can do on Power Query. So let's just delete if you did that same thing, let's just delete it till let's just delete all the transform. So we can also delete the product name because the next thing we'll be doing is the next thing we'll be doing is relationships, but that will be later. Let's just delete that product name that we brought in. So under your applied source, the only thing you should have is source. Under your applied steps rather, the only thing you should have is source. So I just brought in that product name to explain merge to you.
Hello, Rose.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Oh, sorry. I'm actually on call.
Okay.
Let me try to mute my mic. Is there mistake?
So another thing we can do is conditional
Hello?
formatting. Ah, another thing we can do is conditional formatting. So on add columns, that will be the third tab from home, transform and add columns. I want to show an example of how we can add extra columns. This you can also do it on the normal Power BI instead of Power Query. But sometimes it's always easier to do it here for faster processing and so that the table on Power BI will not be too like the formulas will not be too large or there will not be many formulas for you to deal with. So here now I want to work on conditional column. So conditional column is like when you're working with if condition. If um if Taiwo is 2 years old, then put baby there. If the eggs are more than three, put plenty. Or if not, put 4. I will, if not, put small or little, so something like that. So here we'll be working with what can we use now? Is there age here? Customer data. So let's go to customer data. Everybody, please click customer data. On customer data, we have age. So when you go to customer data, you scroll to age. Age is after segments. We have customer ID, customer name, segment, and age. So select customer data, go to age. So when you click age, select conditional column. Conditional column is under add column. So we have home, transform, and add column on your tab. So under add column, select age on customer data and click conditional column. Please let me know if you are there. If you can see the same thing I'm saying.
Yes,
Please,
please.
I need your response. Okay, thank you. So we have new column name. So yeah, we're just going to change this column name to age category. So just type age category here. So we're creating the column age category. So now what we want to do now is to categorize the customers based on their age. I want to do if that customer is equals to or less than 30 years, to be categorized as young. If they are greater than 50 years, they'll be categorized as senior. And if they are between 31 and 50, they'll be categorized as middle age. So that we're going to do here now. And yeah, it's already automatically conditioned as if. So we're going to choose a column now. The column we want to categorize based on is the age. So say if age, and the first one we're doing is lesser than or equals to 30. If age is less than or equals to 30, under this value, you can see ABC and 1 to 3. So just click, you can leave it like that. So if you're working with dates, it will bring up dates, or you select parameter. And you're working based on that column, you select the column here. But this one, I'm using age, and age is a number. So if age is less than or equals to 30, then young. So you type young in the output. And we there. Then we'll add another clause. Add clauses to add under.
Sorry, Tosin, in that value, when you click the ABC, what did you select?
I didn't select, just click ABC. I was explaining the other part.
Okay.
Just click ABC once.
Oh.
Else, if age is greater than 50, then senior. So the last one will be if not. That means if they are not less than or equals to 30, and if they're not greater than 50, then what should we name them as? So we name them as middle age. So that means like they're in between 31 and 49. I'll be 31 and 50. So we just write that middle age as the last one. Then we click OK. When you click OK, you see the new column that has been added on the right side. Are we all there?
Yes.
Okay. So change that ABC123 to text. So we have the right data type. One other thing we can do now is to move it. You can always move around your column so that you can see everything you want to see at the same place. So this age category now, let's move it closer to age. So if you want to move your columns, you select it, make sure this green is showing on the other. So you select age, you select your cursor, your left cursor, and you move it You know how to move normally, or when you're moving, let's say pictures, and you move it after age, so you can see everything together. So now you have age, 20 years is young, 46 is middle, 67 is senior. So obviously we know that it's worked. So we have that. Please, are we here? Have we gotten our age category close to age?
Yes, yes.
All right, that's good. So now I want to calculate shipping days. Shipping days are on sales data. So let's just go to our sales data. So we are done with this conditional column. So let's go to sales data. Let me show you how
Please,
to
ma'am.
use.
Please,
Sir?
ma'am. Sorry for maybe calling your attention. Which file are we working on? Do we have the file, or you're just using the file to do the presentation? Because I didn't see the file in the WhatsApp group.
Were you in the first class?
No.
Okay, I sent a link. I sent a document, a PowerPoint to the class group. On the last page, you'll see a link for a Google Drive link. You can download the files there.
First one I saw was an introduction to Power BI. I think after that.
Open it and scroll down.
Yeah, I've opened it.
Scroll down to the last part. Yeah. Can you see a Google Drive for
Okay.
datasets? There are three folders there.
Link to datasets.
Yeah, click the link.
Okay.
Can you see it now?
The link is not highlighted though. I can't click on it.
But I also sent the link now. The link is like there are two links after that. Let me just type. I just sent a message to the group now. You can follow that link.
Okay.
So let's continue the class. So for that, others that are already here, so we want to use this custom column. So this one we want to calculate or create our own formulas or functions. So we want to calculate shipping days. So on your sales data, if you scroll to the right, you can see other dates and ship dates. Order date and ship date. Order date is the date the product was ordered. Ship date is the date the product was shipped to the person or the date it was delivered. So once you calculate the days between, that's ship dates minus order days. That means how many days did it take for them to ship the product? So how many days did it take for the product to arrive at the address? So we can use the custom column for that. So when you select your sales data, under add column, we have home, transform, and the add column tab. Under the add column tab, you see custom column. So select custom column, and you can see a pop-up. So we have to give a new column name. We can name it shipping days. Shipping days. So now for this custom column formula, there are some formulas that can be really complex. You have to either use ChatGPT or search online. There are so many resources for Power BI formulas online that you can use. But this is just a simple ship dates and those other dates. So what you want to do is the available columns are shown on the right here. You double click on the first order ship dates. So either you double click or you type it, and you can see the options there. But it's always preferable to double click because it's easier to just see everything. So we're doing ship dates minus other dates. So I've done ship dates and normal minus then other dates. So this is what you have. So you can just click OK. Let me know if you've written this formula, ship dates minus other dates, and click OK. So this is showing in time. You can see this 4000. That means it's calculating in days and time. So we want to change this to number. So we already know how to change to number. So yeah, that's it. Change to number. Then let's move it beside. Let's move it beside ship dates. Have we done that? Hello. Let me
Yes.
know if you got. All right, thank you. So for the last one, we want to do this index column. Want to do index column. Index column is just bringing in like serial numbers. Let's say you have a table you're working with and there are no unique numbers. There are names that are being repeated. Let's say you have names of customers and they don't have customer ID. So you want to create something unique for them that you use to identify them. So you can use serial numbers. So let's say you want to bring in serial, like this product ID. Let me just use product ID because this one there are no repeated products. Let's
Sorry,
select
Tosin, please
products.
can you come again? Sorry, please. I didn't get that. You said
Okay, I said for index column. Index column is where you want to bring in serial numbers, either serial numbers or if you click that drop down, you can see from 0 to 1, from 1 to 0, or custom. So it's like bringing in serial numbers. So it just brings in a column that just says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or whatever custom you create. Do you understand? So it's like saying we have a list of people in Alezzo. They just have the list of the names, but we don't have a way to identify them. We don't know the names, what they call it. Alezzo ID was not included, but we need a way to identify them. Let's say we want to share gifts. I want to share it the way they wrote their names, but their Alezzo ID is not there. What can we use? Let's assign serial numbers to them, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll give them the gifts based on the number they have. You get, we share it based on that. So that 1, 2, 3, 4 is their unique number. If you're already giving somebody that their number is 4, you cannot go back and give them again because you already know that, oh, you've given 4 already. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So we're just bringing in serial numbers. I'm just showing you how to bring something like that in here. So when you select product, you go to index column. So you can either choose, start from 0 or start from 1. Start counting it from 0. We're just going to use from 1. So we can see the numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, blah, 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 blah. But we're able to do that under products.
Yeah, I've been able
yes.
to do.
So we can just delete that because we'll not be using it. All right, so that's basically it for that's mostly what we need for what do you call this thing? Query. There's one last thing I want to show for this one. Let me see if we have it. Okay. Mm. Let me use sales. Let me use the 2022. Let me use the 2020 since the manual has the 2022. So normally when you bring in data to your Power BI, and there are sometimes sorry, there are sometimes the header will not show. Maybe it was not a table when you brought it in. Like this for 2020. So if you go to apply steps and you select source, I don't just look at my screen first. If you go to apply, if you click pre 2022, you click pre 2022, you go to apply steps and you select source. Source is like the first thing you see when you bring in your data. So automatically, because I didn't teach you how to do promoted headers, automatically Power BI identifies the headers there. But there's sometimes Power BI will not identify it. Do you get? So you have to go and do it by yourself. So for that, just click source. You don't need to click that. Just select that source. You go to home and you go to that transfer. How like you go to home tab. Under that home tab, to the right, you see use first row as headers under the transform part of the ribbon, under the group. You see use first row as headers. Click insert, then to bring that first header row, it's promote it as headers. You can delete it later. Just delete it since you already have one there already.
Sorry, Tosi, please come again.
Okay. So I was saying for Power BI, when you import data into Power BI, it helps you to identify it already sometimes or most times that it identifies the headers. Like this promoted headers, Power BI did it by itself. Just promoted headers and this change type, Power BI did it by itself. But there are sometimes you will have some data that it's to identify the header. So you have to identify it by yourself. So I'm just explaining how you can do that. So I'm saying if you go to source, go back to source. When you bring in the data, sometimes it just shows source. So when you see only source and there's no promoted headers, you select that data. Under home, if you go under the home tab, if you go to the right, you see use first row as headers. That means you're identifying the headers of your table. Use first row as headers and you click it. When you click insert, normally it's not showing insert, but because we are putting in a step between other steps, a previous steps, to ask if you are sure. So just click insert. You can see that you've promoted that first row to headers. You now have other line, other ID as your header. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get. I don't have them now. Don't.
Okay, so you can delete the promoted headers one back. Just the one that you brought in, or not the. So that's all for Power BI. There's many other things that you guys can look through on your own, or if you have other resources that you can check through. Like for this date now, if you go to add columns for this date, you can always add, let's say for this ship date, you want to add the day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or just the year. You want to add a new column for it. Under add columns, you go to dates. You must make sure you're selecting the date you want to work on or the date you want to transform. Under add columns, you go to dates. Then you select, let's say we want to bring out the year. You select year. You can see the year for that data. Let me delete that. If you want to bring out the day of the week for that date, when you select date, you can select day and select name of day. You select normal date, it might just bring out the number like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or you select name of date, bring out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we scroll to the right, you can see Sunday, Monday. So obviously that's 30th of June 2019 was a Sunday. So there are things like that you can easily play around it, like before the next class, or read more resources about it. The other ones you don't really read them, you don't really use them like that, except like we are doing the intermediate Power BI. So let's close and apply this, and let's move to data modeling. Have we closed it? I don't know if we've closed or if we are stuck somewhere.
We
Yeah?
need to, because of the network, so we need to rely on the rewatching. But I want to ask a question. You know, when we finish all this thing and we close and apply, right? Please, what do we,
Yeah.
if we want to go back to where we are coming from, as in where we are working on the data, how do we go back there?
Transform.
I don't know if you
Can you
understand my
transform
question.
under home? Yes,
Okay,
can you hear me?
transform. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm trying to.
Yes, transform data. That's where we go to, right? To go
Yeah.
back. Okay.
Yeah.
Then another thing, if it's possible for us to get the video, like maybe very early tomorrow so that at least we'll have our Mondays to catch up,
Okay, you
please.
can do that, but you'll be able
Thank
to
you.
do that. Then the assignment I'm going to give will also allow you to practice it. So yeah, so we're going to be talking on relationships. So let me share my screen. We've talked about this report view. This report view is when you bring in your visuals and so on and so forth. The table view, when you scroll to on your left side, is when you can see all the data. You select products, sales, and
Okay.
everything. You
Okay.
can see it. Then this model view is where you build relationships. So what I mean by relationship is connecting your data together. Connecting your data together. So you know how we have merged and how we merged product name into sales data. Since you have product data, product table and sales table, most times there's no need to do that. When you create a relationship, there's already an automatic link. So you can always select them on your slider. We'll talk about that one later. So there's usually no need for merging. That's how we deleted it when we were working on it. There's usually no need for merging. We just have to create a relationship. So most times, instead of merging, just create a relationship. The only way you might really need merging is maybe the names are not the same thing and you want to do that fuzzy matching. And that will be very important. So on this relationship, Power BI like has a way of automatically detecting relationships. Please save your data so if anything happens, you don't lose the work that you've done. So Power BI has a way of automatically detecting relationships between data. And the relationship we had between sales data and that product data, who can tell me what we used to join product name? So I know that we're following. Can anyone answer? What did
Say
we
that
use to
again,
join
please.
product name? What relationship did we have between sales data and product data that we used to bring in product name? When we're merging, what did we use to bring in product name? Okay, we use product ID because product ID was unique between the two. Product ID is on sales data, product ID is on product data. So when you link those two, you can bring in anything from any of the two of them. So there's something you call foreign keys and primary keys in data analysis. Primary keys are unique identifiers, like the product ID, customer ID, city ID, and so on and so forth. While foreign keys are that same primary key, but on a separate table, but this time they are not unique. I don't know how to put it. They are not unique. They can be repeated. Like how you have this product ID on product keys. It is the primary key. This product ID is the primary key on this product table, but it is the foreign key on sales data. Because if you come to sales data, you see that the product ID, they are duplicates. So let me go to that table and show you this sales data now. Let me select one product ID. Let's see this 1496. So if I select this 1496 now and I click OK, you can see that there are many products that were bought or that were sold. Do you get? So obviously this is not a primary key, this is a foreign key and it's not unique. So this is a foreign key from another table. So if I have let's go to products now. If I select that same 1496 on product ID, you see that it's just one that is going to be there. It's just one. It's unique. So a primary key is usually unique. Like it's just one you can find on that table, just one of it. That's how you identify it. It's like serial number. You get it, like the serial number of that table. I hope you understand. So when we are connecting data, we have different kind of relationships. So first of all, I'm going to delete this relationship so that you understand it better. So everybody can just do that. You right click on this arrow. This arrow is showing one, then the direction, then this asterisk. That's one to many, but we can right click on it to delete it. So on Power BI, what you can do when you want to build relationships between data is you can go to home. So under home, you see manage relationships. You get under home, you see manage relationships. Make sure you've deleted that connecting line between the two data, the three data. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hello, are we still on the call? Hello?
I guess it's a network or something. Hello.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, I can hear you. Tosin, we don't have Tosin anymore here.
I don't think so. She's not there.
Hello, can you hear me? Sorry, Mary. Things
Yes,
went
we can
off.
hear you.
Let me share my screen again. Okay, so I was explaining how to build relationships. So I've removed the connecting lines between the three of them. Does anybody still have lines in between?
Yeah, we have removed them.
Okay, thank you. So if you want to build them, so there are sometimes Power BI will not automatically detect the connections for you. So you can either just go to home. There are two ways to do that. You can go to home, then go to manage relationships. Manage relationships is beside that transform, refresh. So go to home, go to manage relationships. You can either build by yourself or you select auto detect. So let's try auto detect first of all. Says found two new relationships which have been added to the semantic data model. So you click close. You can see the two relationships that were there before, the two lines. So you have to also select this. Okay, they're active. Okay. You can see these two relationships now. Another way you can do that, let's delete this. If you want to delete it, select the checkbox beside it, then you delete. So let's delete it. Then let me show you the second way. So aside auto detect, you can select new relationship. So new relationship now, you can select what you want to join to whatever. Because there are sometimes you join from one data to multiple, from one particular data to multiple tables, I mean from one table to multiple tables. So those ones you might have to manually do them yourself. So you select the first table, let's say customer, you want to join customer to products. What's the unique thing or what's the what do they have in common? What do they have in common? And that's your product ID. So you look for product ID in your customer data. Yes, product ID. I don't think this is complete. So your sales data rather. Or joining sales data to products. So you look for product ID and sales data and product ID on the product table. So this is a many-to-one relationship. I'll explain that soon. Many-to-one is the way I explain that primary key and foreign keys. So your primary, when you have your primary key, they're usually unique. So that means one means like you have just one, how do I explain? So you have just unique values in that table. Many means you have duplicates of that particular value of that particular, like this ID now. There are duplicates of this product ID and sales data. For this product ID and product data, they are just one of each kind. They are unique. But for here, they are duplicates. They can be one product that was sold many times and they will appear many times. That's many. Here it appears just once. That's why it's called many to one. That relationship is many to one. So if it was your product ID that was up and your sales data that was down, that would be one to many. So here you can always adjust for Power BI automatically selects it for you based on what is there. Then sometimes this make this relationship active is always unchecked. So you have to make sure it's checked so that the relationship connects properly. And when you're using your sliders, it works. To make sure this make this relationship active is connected. For this cross filter direction, you can either use single or both. Most times we use single. So that when we're using our sliders, we just use sliders from the product table. I feel like this might be too much information. So we can always go back and listen to the video and also read and watch resources. As you practice more, you get used to these things and you understand them better. If you choose both, that means you can control the slider from either the sales data or the product data. When we're working on visuals, I'll explain to you and also come back here to explain further. So just make sure you choose product ID and sales data, product ID and product data, then make this relationship active and you save. So this is one way to, I've told you two ways to do it now. The auto detect, creating relationship by yourself and selecting the tables by yourself. And the last one you can do is drag and drop. This one is very simple. When you just drag and drop, that manual option will come up and you just have to click OK. But you have to make sure what is selected was the right one. If not, the data will not work properly or your results will be wrong. So between customer ID and sales data now, what's the unique value? Obviously, it's customer ID. Customer ID is someone talking. The customer ID is unique to customer data. It's just one customer ID for each person. But on sales data, we have the same customer buying multiple times. So obviously the customer ID will show numerous times. So what we can do here is just click on customer ID here. Make sure you're still clicking on it. Then drag and drop to customer ID on sales data. Then this pop-up will show. I'm going to show you one more time. You select this customer ID, click, drag and drop on customer ID on sales data. So you also have to make sure that what you selected is the right one here. From customer data, you're selecting customer ID. From sales data, you're selecting customer ID. This is one to many because you chose customer ID first. Titi, are you saying something like it's
No, I'm not.
okay? Okay. So this make this relationship active, then click save. So that's another way to do it. So we already have our relationship built. We have the customer data, sales data, product data, and their relationships between both of them. I hope you understand this part, and I hope we've gotten to this part. So let me know if you need any explanation. Okay. So nobody's saying now, just assume we are good to go. So anytime, okay, thank you. So anytime you see this solid line, you know that the relationship is active. If I right click and maybe I want to make changes, if I right click, I can click properties. That's an option will come up. So if you choose if you don't select this, make this relationship active, you know that it's not active because this will be a dotted line. Dotted line shows that the relationship is inactive. That means when you choose the sliders, let me just show you a sample. So don't practice this, just watch what I'm showing. I'm going to select the slicer here for product. I'm just going to put product name. Let me add a drop down. Work on the settings. System. I just want to show you something here. Our products is connected to sales data. So let's say we have a voucher, probably a column chart. Let's say we have a column chart with product name. Yeah, not product name. We select product name from here. And we're selecting the total sales. So you can see that this data does not make sense. You can see that this data does not make sense. Everything is the same thing. 2.298 million. Is it million? Yeah, 2.29, 2.29, 2.28. This data does not make sense because there's no relationship. The relationship is inactive. And this is also because we selected product name from products and sales amount from sales data. There's a relationship there, but it's not active. So it's the same thing as there being no relationship at all. If I remove this product name and I select product ID, you can see that the data makes sense. But we cannot understand it because we don't know what products are these. They're just IDs. So that's why I'm using product name. But for it to now show properly, we need to connect data, make sure the data is active. If we select this slider, it's going to work, but it's not active. You get. So when you go to model view, just always make sure the relationship is active. If you say make this relationship active, and you go back now, you can see that everything is showing now. You can see the product name Cisco, Telepresence, Eolet, Packard, that's HP. material, and so on and so forth. So this data makes no sense. And the product name was selected from products. The sales amount was selected from sales data. There's a relationship between both of them. And that's why it's showing properly. And that's why the data makes sense. So we always have to establish a relationship between two data when the two of them show on this particular visual. So that's just for the sake of explanation. What else can we do today? We'll soon finish. So let's just explain. Let me explain facts and dimensions. Let me explain facts and dimensions. There are two types of tables. We have the facts table and dimension table. Dimension table is where you have the description of like the business, like the product, the customer, or the region. What do you mean by the description of the business? Like this product table now is describing the product. How does it describe the product? The product ID. What's the name of the product? What's the subcategory of the product? And what's the category of the product? They all describe the product. Let's say the product ID is one. How do you identify that product ID? How do you describe that product ID? The name of the product is Biro. It's a stationery. It is for writing. So that's a dimension product. There are no figures attached. There's no sales amount. There's no quantity attached. It's just describing whatever is in that data. The same thing with customer data now. The same thing with customer data is describing the customer ID, customer name, postal code, region. That's where the customer lives. The customer segment, the customer state, the city where the customer lives, the age of the customer, the category of the customer. Those are dimensions. That's why you call it the dimension table. The second table is the fact table. The fact table is where you have all the measurements and the numbers, the quantity, the discounts, the tax, the sales, the profits, everything you want to calculate, or everything that is calculatable. You have them on the sales data. The amount that was bought, all the sales that were made, the shipping dates, the shipping mode, all those things. That's when you have the sales data. It's called the fact data because it deals with the fact. This product was bought at 3 naira for a profit of 2 naira, so on and so forth. So let's just look at that. So when we are like maybe reading up on Power BI, we can also in our spare time read about facts and dimension tables. Then the last thing we'll talk about before we go for today is the structure of the relationship. So the data we're working on is very small. They're just 3 tables. But there are sometimes like when we're working with a large company data, you have so many tables because they're working with so many departments. Let's say you're working with procurement, they're working with pricing, they're working with inventory, they're working with sales data, you're working with customer data. All those tables, like there's millions, not millions, sorry, but like a large number of tables. And it can get really bulky or stuffed up when you're putting it on the screen. So you have to arrange it properly. And for the sake of performance, you have to make sure it's structured well. So there are 2 types of relationship structures that we can use. There are many other types, but like there are 2 major types that people mostly use. And you have to make sure they're structured properly for performance purpose. So your data can refresh properly and faster. You get, and if you are using calculated tables, so they can calculate faster for better performance. So we have what we call the star schema. So I'm going to switch to a whiteboard so I can explain that better. Microsoft whiteboard. So we have what we call, if someone was typing something. Okay. So let me know if you can see this whiteboard. This is my first time using it, so I'm not sure. Just let me know if you can see this whiteboard.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so I want to describe the star schema now. Stars, those are like the way you arrange your data or the way you arrange your tables, the start scheme might usually like a star, like the name suggests. Let me use like the name suggests. It's all right to use so we don't confuse people. So this is what it looks like. This is the first table. Then you can have it connected to another table here. You can have it connected to another table here. So what's usually in the middle is your dimension table, the one that just describes the data. That's most times, but there are some times where you have many other dimension tables and you just have numerous task schema. So you can also have another thing like this. Or sometimes it's usually just even two. You're working with just small data. And sometimes like the one we're working on is just three. It depends on how you arrange your data. So here you can have what can I use? Let's say here you can have your product table. And under this product table now you can have products adjoint. You can have product ID, you can have product name, you can have category. So similar to what we have, you get, how do I drag this down? So it's similar to what we have. Then from here now, on the facts table, we now have the sales data, like the one we have also. Then for the columns under that sales data, we have the product ID. What else can you have? The customer name or customer ID, whatever. Quantity. So obviously this is connecting to this product name is connecting. So this product ID is connecting to this product ID. You get this product ID is connecting to this product ID. So if you are working with the data that also needs this product table,
Hello, Tosin, are
sorry
you
again.
still here? We can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry, call came in. I have to handle. Sorry, so like this inventory table now. Sorry, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
This inventory
Yes.
table now, you'll need the name of the products of the inventory. So you have inventory ID, product ID, warehouse, then maybe inventory officer, whatever. Inventory officer in charge. So you're connecting this product name to this. Let me just put a dash. Obviously, it's connecting this way. So let me not scatter it, but you're connecting this product name. This product ID rather. This product ID that is similar or that is between both of them to this product ID. Which other, you can give me another example that we can use for product ID? To connect to product table, let's say procurement. Procurement. So we have product ID. Procurement also uses product ID. Product ID. Then procurement officer in charge. What English is that though? Procurement officer in charge. And so on and so forth. You get the gist now. So obviously the main thing that connects everything is this product ID. So if product ID, you have to put this product ID, since that's the table that is connecting everything together. Well, it's not connecting everything together, but it has connection to each of them. Product ID is connected to sales data. product ID is connected to inventory, product ID is connected to procurement. So instead of arranging your data anyhow, let's say some people, they'll put this their sales data beside. Well, for me, I make that mistake too. This one now can now come and be here. I'm like, how do I put this? This one will be here. This one will be here. I'm trying to select this one. This one will be here. This one will be at the top. This is no star schema, and like it reduces the performance of the data. So just make sure the dimension table is in the middle. If it is connecting to like different data and don't make sure the dimension table is in the middle. You can put something else here. So how do I clean this? Not how to clean here. Okay, I think I'll just move the page. So I want to show for the second schema now. The second structure, the second, yeah, let me name this one star schema. Snowflake is like the normal structure of snow falling down. And that one is more complex. I'll explain it. It's more complex, but it's easy to understand. You have this in the middle, then you have this here, and this one has its own. This one is also connecting to another one here, and connecting to another one here. So this same one again has another one here, and it's connecting to another one here, and it's connecting to another one here. This one in the middle still has another one here, connecting to another one here. So there's no limit of data you can connect to, as long as they all have something in common that you can connect to. Connecting to another one. So this is the Baba, the one in the middle. So this is your main, this is the main data, and they're all connecting to it. And they're all connecting to it. So let me just explain this one, then we'll quickly go. Let's say this is your product table. Sorry, I'm using product, but it's the main thing that's coming to my head. Let's say this is your product table. You have your product ID. Product ID, then you have product name, and you have product category. Even this one gone. How do I make? So we have product table, we have the product ID, product name, and product category. Then here you have that same product table, but you have it as sub category table. The product sub category table, subcategory table. The product subcategory table. Here you have the product subcategory ID. You have the product subcategory name. They also have the product ID, but they have to have something that will connect both of them together. So this product ID is connected to this product ID, but here you have product subcategory. Here you have just product category. So if you want to look up the subcategory, or if you want to look up the category, this product ID you use. So you don't have product name here, but you have subcategory here. You don't have subcategory here, but you have product name and product ID. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but they are connected. So on this table now, you can have your sales. Can I have your sales?
Sorry, Tosin, your screen is still on that diagram. I don't know.
Which diagram? Move to the right.
The diagram you drew.
Can you see me? Can you move to the right?
Oh, okay.
Move to the right.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So we have the sales table. And with this sales table, you have product subcategory ID. And you have like quantity, sales, and so on and so forth. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there are other ones like this for inventory. You can have the same thing for inventory. Now let me just copy this. How do you copy it? Product sub ID, warehouse, manager. So let me just explain. So this one you can have it multiple times. Yeah, the same thing you can have something like that here. Let's say product location here. Let me just type that so it's easier to understand. Then you have products or products manufacturing to the manufacturer. So here you can have manufacturer ID, and have product ID, manufacturer name. What else can we have here? You can have location, and location ID. I hope this is visible. All this is visible, sure. Then here, let me just do this last one and explain. Here you can have distribution table. Under this distribution table, you can have distribution ID or distributors ID. Distributors ID, and we're connecting it with the location ID, distributors name. Products, products. Let's just do it like that. So you can see that this product ID is connecting to another one is connecting to it like that. This product ID, this product ID is connected to this product ID here under product subcategory table. Then this product subcategory ID is connected to this product subcategory ID here under the sales table. So obviously when we're looking up, we cannot look up directly from, we cannot look up, or we cannot join sales table with product table because there's nothing unique there. Here it is product subcategory ID we have. Here it is product ID we have. There are two different IDs. So we have to first join to product ID, to product subcategory table, since it has product ID. From this product subcategory table, we'll now join this product subcategory ID to the product subcategory ID on sales table. The same thing with inventory table. By joining this product subcategory ID with product subcategory ID on inventory table. Same thing with manufacturer. The manufacturer's table. By joining product ID with product ID here. This product ID is present in manufacturer's table. Then by joining the location ID let's say the distribution of the products is based on their location. So I join the location ID here. So location ID on this table. So obviously we cannot use the normal star schema for this because there's nothing to join. There's nothing to join production distribution table with product table. Do you get? So this is what you call star snowflake schema. So you can read more on it. If I'm chance, I'll just send the documents that explains everything better. So I'll send an assignment to the group chat. Then on Thursday we'll continue with bar charts, with different types of charts. That's the interesting part of Power BI. So we'll start our designing from there. So thank you very much, guys, for participating. I think some people's battery I did. So that's it now.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tosin. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
You're welcome.
Right.
And good night.
Very good.